Today, our journey continues. We will keep analyzing multi-time frames with price action and smart money techniques. Of course, we'll be using our best trading view indicator in this journey. So, you can see how the momentum strategy really works. Let's start now. Let's talk about a couple of price action concepts in a simple and clear way. We will be doing a type of reverse engineering today, which is a little different than usual. Basically, we will not be doing a standard top-down analysis, but instead, we will focus on a down-to-top style of analysis that slowly builds a bigger picture. You can clearly see that there is a strong support and resistance flip line here, right below the PWH level, which means the previous week high. It looks like it did not directly hit it, but it came close enough to make it relevant. And right before all of these moves happened, we had an internal liquidity sweep. Remember to always look at the overall market flow carefully, because here we are clearly in a crashing and very bearish market today. At the same time, the inner structure breaks, which ends up giving us a valid trade opportunity with some confirmation. But how can we actually find these setups a little quicker and easier? The answer is that we always need to focus on specific important areas in the higher time frames and not waste too much time only looking at the small lower time frames. Look above and notice that we are using our classic multi-level indicator, which is called ICT High Time Frames Indicator, created and shared by Fadi. And now pay attention carefully, because where did this setup really came to life? Yes, it happened right at the intersection of 6 different imbalances coming together. Great. Now let me slowly check all the time frames one by one so we can see the full price action more clearly. This is the 30-minute time frame. See how the liquidity sweep happened exactly at the imbalance location. Now we move to the 45-minute time frame. And now we are looking at the 1-hour time frame. Then we keep looking step by step until we finally reach the 4-hour time frame. Now here, pause for a moment. Let me go back slowly again, but this time with a slightly different perspective in mind. Notice carefully the swing failure pattern that formed right inside the imbalance area. Now look at the 3-hour time frame, where the swing failure pattern becomes obvious again. In the 2-hour time frame, you can also clearly see the swing failure pattern repeating once more. And the same exact idea appears in the 1-hour, 45-minute, and even in the 30-minute charts. You can honestly call this setup a real multi-level swing failure pattern that appears across different time frames. I hope that all of these explanations make a good sense to you, and it helps you to understand the logic behind it a little bit better. Now let me take a closer look at the Solana chart. It is showing a very clear and obvious 3 levels of imbalances that come from the multi-time frames. Of course, we used our lovely indicator for this setup. All of these imbalances are already fully filled, which is really great and important to notice. But when you look more carefully at the hourly charts, there is something else happening. You can actually see swing failure patterns forming right at the candlestick level. So seeing the swing failure patterns inside the areas of multiple imbalances just makes the trades stronger, cleaner, and much better overall. Now let me also open the lower time frames below for a more detailed view. This here is the line of candlestick swing failure patterns that come from the 2-hour and 3-hour charts above if you carefully look at it. As you can clearly see, we still have no structure change happening yet in the lower time frame. There is no market structure break here. But later on, after the swing failure pattern gets confirmed, the market structure changes clearly, as you can notice with your own eyes. This actually gives you a very nice and compact 2-hour setup, which is quite powerful for me. So basically what happens here is a very simple yet effective price action. In the higher time frames, especially on the hourly time frames, a very clear swing failure pattern happens. Then on the lower time frames, it is directly followed by a clean structure shift, which becomes the signal to enter the trade with more confidence. This is honestly one of the strongest trading combinations that I have ever worked and tested. I personally call it multi-imbalance combined with multi-swing failure patterns. I think this is one of the most powerful combinations ever. Okay friends, I hope that this video was educational enough. Take care of yourself for now and see you next time. Completed the free trading course but still need more? My master classes teach liquidity, imbalance, and the market structure in detail. Combine them with forward and reverse trading using momentum superboxes and yo-yo cost average entry models. After that, you will master scalping with a one-screen free trading view indicator, a revolutionary trading system. Finally, you will learn to invest your profits using my 10-year swing investing with working agent system. Interested? Please see the video description.